Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go and getting to start, Joe Musgrove. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
¿Qué pasa, Alan? Sí, sí, aquí tenemos que ser fuertes, pero pinta feo la serie, pinta feo.
He's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trusted his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Victor Robles, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And there's the strike.
I got one ball, one strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike.
Será al revés, que son menos de lo que aparenta. Para mí me parecen duros, por lo menos por los pitchers.
And the righty deals. On the ground, Cronenworth throws to first in time. One out in the top of the first. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives. You know, maybe
no pasa nada, te he entendido.
Balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
One out, base is empty. Up the middle, Cronenworth tosses to first. Two quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez in his fourth year, hitting third in the lineup, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Inside. That's ball two. Two out, space is empty. Next offering is down low.
3 balls, no strikes.
And there's the automatic. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
The count's full.
That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Now, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Now here is Cal Raleigh. Swings through that one for strike one.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Next pitch is downstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And foul ball. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game one of this 3-game set. That one back. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0. Now here is Luke Raley. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. And a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Caught him looking for the K. Two come in on this Seattle homer. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's going to be Jackson Merrill. And here it comes. To third. And that chance handled. And he can't come up with it. So a man at
Batting
first.
second.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts.
Bogart.
And a strike on the outside edge. Merrill gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Luis Arraez stands in. The top hitter in the National League entering the day. And he dodges that fastball. Throw over to first. Merrill dives back in safely. Swing and a ball popped up. Crawford on his way over. He's got it. And there's 2 down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Xander Bogaerts.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
The 1-0. Runner on the go. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a ball popped up. Bliss makes the catch. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Up and in, and the count's even at 2. Line drive. Digging in, Austin Shenton.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Not even close there. And the count is 2-0. Fouled off. He was late. Nobody out. Runner at first. Arozarena on the move. Machado whips it across. 1 out in the second. Now it's the second baseman, Ryan Bliss. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Just missed. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. The throw in, safe. In comes the run from second. It's 3-0. 1 out, runner at second. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit, and that's in for a strike. And a foul ball. 1 out, the runner at second here at the top of the second. Java Joe with the strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Runner takes off. Pitch is high. Throw to third. Save. That one finds the zone. 3-1. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
0-1. Yeah.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tatis really on his horse for it. Got it. Nice grab. And that is that. They get back here at Petco Park. Here's Manny Machado to start it off. Wu back to work. Now a high fly ball out to left center. A Rosarena after it. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Stepping in for San Diego, Brendan Donovan. Now a pop-up on the infield. Crawford. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Ha-Sung Kim, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Raley on the move. Makes the catch. And that is fastball for a strike.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Off the mark there. Ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Machado throws to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. At the plate, Austin Shenton. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 aboard, 2 outs. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep. Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Swings through that one.
0-1.
And the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Gabriel Moreno, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swings through that high fastball.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. So 2 down now, and here is Jackson Merrill. Up the middle, Crawford on the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out. And we're back. Start of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Ryan Bliss. And that is out of play. Bliss goes 5 feet 7 inches, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Musgrove. And there's 1 down. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. And that skips in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And it goes foul. Just foul. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Count's full.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. That one fouled off.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Lifted in the air down the left side. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one not close.
2 strikes.
And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses. Nope, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Line drive caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Pitch misses. 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Puts it away for the out. Here's Machado. Fly to left his first time. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The Padres yet to pick up a hit here. Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first, and he has thrown 4. Back here in San Diego, new inning getting started, and stepping in for the Mariners, Donovan Solano. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And the Padres.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 75,
And now Julio Rodriguez. And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. And that's fouled off. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. And that's off the inside edge. 1-2 the count. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. Rosarena up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. There's a swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Moreno has room, and he makes the catch. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Brendan Donovan. This one in the air. Solano settles underneath it, brings it in, 1 away. Now it's the DH, Ha-Sung Kim. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
0-2.
Foul ball still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Brian Wu with the strikeout. Woo, woo.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
This one popped up. Crawford. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the DH, Austin Shenton.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Tatis after it. Makes the grab, 2 down.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Victor Robles. Foul ball. Crawford, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 9-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a miss.
You know, these Padres, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out, looking over.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
Out towards left center. Rosarena moving under it. Corrals it. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for the Padres, Xander Bogaerts. On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Luis Arias will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
2 quick outs, needed to get that third one, wasn't able to do it. Now you bring up the heart of this order. You got to find a way to get it done right here.
The Padres down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. That one's upstairs, ball 1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 6 innings. Suarez back to work. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bogarts makes his way towards it. He makes the grab, and there's 1 away. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Just missed. Nasty pitch right there. And the count is 1-1. This one in the air. Suarez hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, Cal Raleigh.
On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag, and it's a
Que va, 100 inning. Voy a perder los 3.
Nobody left for Seattle, but they're in. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Out to center. Rodriguez heads towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down. And now
that's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Rodriguez on the move to the gap. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Ha-Sung Kim. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a foul ball.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 63.
Foul ball there. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's down and away. Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Rosarena in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Austin Shenton up next for the Mariners. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Popped in the air. Left field. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. Here's the second baseman, Ryan Bliss. In the air, left side. And it falls. And now two aboard.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Crawford in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one. And it's 2-1. That's to third. Handled by Machado. And that is the inning. No runs. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Trent Thornton.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Thornton.
He swings and fouls one off. And a foul ball. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Gregory Santos getting loose out there. Snyder getting cranked up as well. And it's even up.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Ripped on the ground to second. 2 up, 2 down. It's Xander Bogaerts now. That one finds the corner. Strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3 up, 3 down. Back here in San Diego, we go to the ninth, and now the right fielder, Victor Robles. That's in there. That's strike one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. 0-2. Rodriguez, the lead runner at second. Raleigh at first, 2 out of the inning.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Base hit. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Andres Munoz.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And that's down. A base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And a swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swings and misses. And that's the first out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Machado at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Out number 2.
Now batting.
So they're down to their final out. Here's Elliot Ramos. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
No balls, 2 strikes.
1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. A 4-0. Today, all eyes are on. It's the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. All right. Ready to go? Here's the veteran outfielder, Victor Robles. That missed by a lot. And we're underway. This one in the air. And he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Donovan Solano.
Second, the third baseman, Donovan Solano.
Heel, a former rookie of the year, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Misses off the inside, and it's 2-0. 1 out, base is empty. And another ball.
3 balls, no strikes.
That one finds the zone, and now 3 balls and a strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty. Bounce to the right. Over to first.
He's out.
Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first. Julio Rodriguez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Pitch misses. And the count now 2-0. Ground ball up the middle. Bogarts. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play. Bottom of the first. Now Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Now one missed. Misses inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Tap foul at the plate. Headed towards the corner. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Breaking ball inside. And the count's full. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
The wind of the pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous.
Well, he settles under it in left. And back here at Petco Park. 2nd inning set to go. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. And that one fouled off.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Just missed.
Speaking of dingers, he's the 2nd fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
Bounced up the middle. Kim in plenty of time to first and quickly 1 away in the 2nd. Luke Raley, the next to hit, takes outside. 2nd inning here, no score. And that misses. Now 2-0.
2-0.
Out to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly, fires to first on the run, and they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there. And we're back. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Fastball is outside. Castillo, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Tatis waits. Outside low, and that's ball 3. Fought off foul. And there's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Now Machado up here.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Gets under and pops it up. Moore. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Tatis runs. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the...
Gets it to first. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Austin Shenton. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Ramos makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. To the right side. Handles, throws to first. Now 2 away. Here's Dylan Moore. And first offering is fouled off. Slider clips the corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to. Have a nice...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Castillo back to work. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. So digging in, Ha-Sung Kim. And that is out of play. And now the count is even. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Outside low, 2-1.
2-1.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2-2 on the way.
Full count.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Stepping in, Gabriel Moreno.
0-1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1.
1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. In the air, right field. And that is foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes. But that's not what that pitch was.
That one 95 to finish him off. Back here in San Diego, now at the plate, Victor Robles. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Robles measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is.
Runner takes off, swing and a miss. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, they tried to press their luck a little after having just picked up their first hit of this ball game. So that caught stealing kind of stinks. Can't blame them for trying to get something going offensively, but so far it's just not happening for these guys.
Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Cal Raleigh, odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. Raleigh in the box, lays off for ball 1.
1-0.
Rodriguez on second. Raleigh on at first with 2 down. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. That one hit to right. Tatis squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Petco Park, and now it's going to be Jackson Merrill. Up the middle. The throw to first. Out. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And here is Xander Bogaerts. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Lifted in the air, right field. Robles snags it for the 2nd out. Luis Arraez stands in. He's 0 for 1. Hit on the ground to the right side. Raley steps on the bag, and talk about efficient. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1.
Well, these Mariners need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Shenton in the box now. Takes strike 1. Throw to second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. In the air, left field. And there's 1 down. Here's the throw.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Crawford in the box now. Takes strike 1. That's too low. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore.
1-0.
In the dirt, but kept close. But no advance. That's ball 1. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield. Base hit. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0. Here's Victor Robles. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And that one fouled off. Right side. And that one finds its way through. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. And up next for Seattle, Donovan Solano gets the outside corner with that one. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2.
Right through there, got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And the batter now, Fernando Tatis Jr. And that's way high. Ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this 2nd time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
1-1.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And they had their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
He was all over that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And Manny gets a piece. Castillo will look to first.
He's safe.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Dive, and he's got it. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Ramos goes after that one for strike 1.
No ball.
Tying run in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2. Ball.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Got him swinging. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Rodriguez.
A little out front there as he swings through it. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Chop to third. Slings to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. Fastball for a strike at 95. Fast forward to 2022 for Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year. The Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. That one is absolutely belted. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The throw into second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Raley in the box again, takes a strike. Out towards right center field, Tatis. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. First offering, and it just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That's off the inside corner. 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs. Castillo back to work. And fouled off. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
On the ground. What a stop. On the money. Nice play.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Up and in, now 1-2.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's something.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
Now pitching for the Padres.
We go to the top of the 7th, and now the DH, Austin Shenton. First pitch misses. Estrada, in his 2nd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2-2.
That one drifts inside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit. Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
On the inside corner for a strike. That just misses, and it's 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Yeah, that drops in for a strike. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Really nice sequence with a quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead, 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swings through that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Matt Brash, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Spire warming up as well. Nice grab. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Tough play on a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swings through that.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Over to first, safe.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. With the tying run on at first, here the bottom of the 7th. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with 1 away.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair.
This to third, dives, but it kicks off his glove. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th. Elliot Ramos to the plate now with a chance to come up big. Padres a golden opportunity with one of their best hitters at the plate. Line drive, leaps, and he's got it.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third. The quick cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
High fly ball down the left field line. And that is a foul ball. 2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Tatis around third. Safe, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just one of those seam high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. 0 for 2 in this one. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the missed play.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs in the inning, but we're at the top of the 8th, and now for Seattle, Donovan Solano. Right through there for a strike. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Just misses there. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Raleigh stands in now and watches strike 1. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
That one misses. And 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 out. Here's Bogarts now. 1 for 3. Misses off the plate, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. One gone, runner at first. And now Luis Arias. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Man at first, 1 away. Now a screamer into the outfield. And it's caught for the out. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Ball 1.
And ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just to swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And that one in the air center field. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Padres leave 1. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for the
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Kevin Kelly.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Yeah, the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Late swing, fouled off. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Going to count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the tying run is on base. Substitution being made at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Ryan Bliss.
Go with the tie and run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little.
Runner on the go. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. This could end it. Runner goes again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres even this series up at a game apiece.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it. It's the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. Ready to go now. And now, Victor Robles. There's the strike.
0-1.
First pitch, 5 o'clock.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That one lifted to left. Donovan snags it on the run. Now the number 2 hitter, Randy Arozarena. Outside corner, there's a strike. Ryan, a 6'2" righty, 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018.
0-2.
1 out, bases empty. In the air on the infield, Moreno under it. They got it for out number 2. Two down, bases empty. Next to hit, Julio Rodriguez. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-0.
In the air out towards right center. Tatis settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Bryce Miller. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And he'll be safe at first.
Batting second.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 3 for 7 in the series so far. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. Ball 1 to Bogaerts. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Luis Arraez stands in. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Lifted in the air, right center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Headed for the plate. The throw home. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. That's towards center. Rodriguez settles under it. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. And now it's Manny Machado.
The third baseman, Manny Machado.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Now he breaks his bat. Miller makes the grab for the second out. Brendan Donovan, the next up for the Padres.
Brendan Donovan.
That one down the line. Takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Cal Raleigh. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bump.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Austin Shenton, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Cronenworth, 1 at second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Shenton leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up. Back here in San Diego, bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, Ha-Sung Kim. That hit him.
You hit him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
For the Padres, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
And that's outside.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Fights it off. You'll see another. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control, and not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
And here is Gabriel Moreno. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Throw there. Safe. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Just missed.
No, that missed. That's
a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Crawford slings it across. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ryan back to work. Foul ball there. A dive. Nice stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Here's Dylan Moore. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Xander Bogaerts. And a swing and a miss there.
It's 0-1.
Line drive. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Popped in the air, left side. Moore makes the grab, 1 away. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1. And Manny gets a piece. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here.
Strikes.
Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Bogaerts off of first with 2 away. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Raley makes the grab, and that ends the inning. One left for San Diego, but they hold a 1-0 lead. as we go to the top of the fourth. And stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Arozarena, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was born in Cuba. That clips the corner. The next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Strike 2. Bases empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now the catcher up to hit, Cal Raleigh. And strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Donovan.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate.
Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. First and second, no outs. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 1. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. This to center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Liner snagged it first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a ground ball. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out. So bases all loaded up. Xander Bogaerts, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is the inning. Pods leave them loaded, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. On the ground, right side. Arise takes it to the bag, and a quick out, number 1. Austin Shenton up next for the Mariners. And that one's a little bit low, and it's 1-0. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The Padres leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And downstairs. Runner at second here, one gone. Late on that fastball.
Count is full.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On a bounce right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. And Polanco is out. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. And he spits on that one.
2 outs with a runner at third. The shortstop takes the ball. This one lifted in the air, left field. Donovan. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the inning, stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arraez. Inside.
That's the ball.
1-0.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That one's in there, and the count is 2-2. Upstairs.
Ball. Full count.
That one misses.
Nope, that's ball
so
4.
lead off
Runner, take
walk.
your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. 0 for 2 in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And gone! His 14th of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Manager out of the dugout. They turn things over to the southpaw, Chris Bubich.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Machado on at first, nobody out. And that's way high. 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
1 and 2 is the count.
The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high level.
Moore to second for 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. And that one fouled off. Next offering is downstairs. Sliced hard, but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That one finds the zone. And that's strike 1. And a foul ball. With the tying run at the plate. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one almost got him. And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitch. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases. Raley lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. That misses.
That's a ball.
2-0.
2 balls, no strikes. Yeehaw!
Hard ground ball for a base knock. 1 runs in. Fires to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they trail by 1.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Edge of the zone for a strike. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Drilled to right. Way back there. And that is gone. And now they're out in front. It's 5-3.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases.
Well, here comes the
Pitching for the Padres.
Now here is Jorge Polanco. That misses. Ball 1.
Kelly.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But not before 5 cross the plate. Seeing this 3-run homer. It's now 5-3. Back after this on the show. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Jake Cronenworth.
This is a very important inning here after scoring. All those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
The M's trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to short, Crawford. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rodriguez settles under it. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be J.P. Crawford. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So up next, Dylan Moore. Pitches in there. Strike 1. Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Off the mark there. 1-2 the count. Good job to fight that one off. Just misses. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, Xander Bogart.
Bubic back to work. Just missed.
No, that's out.
Bubic goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's 1 away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias. That one missing inside. Up the middle, Polanco. Slings to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And that is out of play. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
0-2.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Nothing doing there. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. That's in for a
¿Qué tal,
strike.
Santiago? ¿Cómo estás?
0-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Aquí estamos jugando ya el último del día.
The center fielder, number 44,
And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. He's got a double.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ball.
Rodriguez, the runner at second with 1 away. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1 strike.
And that misses. And it's 2-1. Just missed. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
No te preocupes, Santi. Gracias por verme, tío.
And he hits a ground ball right side to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. If you're the Padres, this has to stay a 2-run game. Inside, just missed. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th. Just misses with that one.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
And the batter now, Austin Shenton. He's been
pitching for the Padres, number 75, Roberts.
Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
In the air, right field. Tatis pulls it down, and that is that. So back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Gabe Spire.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves.
55.
Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next to hit, Brendan Donovan. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres. Elliot Ramos. One out, the base is empty for him.
Elliot Ramos.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And that's outside.
Outside.
Next offering misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down. Back here in San Diego, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Just swing and a miss. Robert Suarez records the strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. Moore in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1. That missed. That's a ball.
1 out and a runner at second.
1-1.
Now a fly ball to right center. Tatis hauls it in, 2 away. Here's Victor Robles. Swings and sends a rocket to right. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Andres Munoz.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there. And in terms of throwing strikes, he's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. And now Gabriel Moreno, 0 for 3 in this one. High fly ball out towards left field. Arozarena going back on this one. Just missed it. So it's their last chance in this one. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Ground ball right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun.
Vamos a jugar el último.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres and the Toronto Blue Jays. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And pitching in this game, Jose Barrios. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Xander Bogaerts now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. One out, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Santander makes the grab, and there's two gone. Two outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. Entered the day with the best batting average in the National League. Tap foul at the plate. Arias, an all-star a season ago. A career batting average over 300. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. On the ground, right side. Jimenez, throw to first. Padres go down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And there's a foul ball. Jimenez aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive and foul ball. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. trying to bounce back after going 0 for 5 on Sunday. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
That one misses. 3-0. First and second, no outs here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate you know you've committed and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Liner caught it second. Bichette up to the dish. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Berrios back to work.
Yep.
That catches the corner. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors.
1-1.
Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
And the next pitch is way outside. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lucas under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Brendan Donovan, the next up for the Padres. Hit softly on the ground to third. On to first. And that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
0-2.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Here comes a pitch. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
That's foul.
Oh, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
That one just misses, and the count is even 2-2. That's inside.
Full count.
Chases that one out of the zone. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Will Wagner getting ready to hit. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Tapped up the first base side. Arise takes it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's too high.
That's too high.
Two out, space is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
1-2.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning. So digging in, Jake Cronenworth. And a foul ball. Berrios, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And now a man into scoring position. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. No outs, runner on second. Base hit center field. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline, and it's 1-0.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Next for the Padres, Gabriel Moreno.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Breaking ball misses down and away. Cronenworth gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next pitch misses way outside. Stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Digging in, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That one is upstairs. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Golden opportunity right here. Oh, and this one gets away. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. Base is loaded. Nobody out.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle
on the ground to third, might be 2 to Jimenez, and a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Luis Arraez stands in.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
No
2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. Runner from third comes across, And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Bounce to the left side. Fires over to Guerrero. That's out number 3. 3 runs. Back now in Toronto as we go to the last of the 3rd. And here is Jonathan Clase. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. And strike 2. Next offering misses. The count now 2-2. That's down and in. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Clase gets his lead at first with nobody out. Left field. Donovan hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
That's foul.
That one pushed foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Machado snags it for the second out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Guerrero takes the ball as he stands in for the second time.
Ball.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Blue Jays held in check. They trail in this. And we're back. Manny Machado up to the plate. And Manny gets a piece. Machado, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, a former first-round pick back in 2010. And a big swing and a miss. Ground ball up the middle. Bichette. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. 2 down, bases empty. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. Singled and scored his first time. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one the other way. Jimenez whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a swing and a miss.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one misses. 2-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Merrill makes the grab, 2 down. 2 out, space is empty. At the plate, Ernie Clement. That one catches the corner for a strike. The Padres leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And a ball evens the count.
2-2.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Berrios back to work. Ball 1 there. Blue Jays bullpen with some action. Nick Sandlin up and throwing. Nance also getting ready. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Moreno now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
1 strike.
Ground ball to the right side. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Out to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Bogart swings through that one. Into center and a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now
here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres.
Number 52.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That's outside, and it's 1-0. And he takes a strike.
1-1.
Ground ball right side. Jimenez fires over to first. That ends the frame. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here is Will Wagner.
Hitter, Will Wagner.
That's too low. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for him to get anything going.
Wagner checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. Just missed.
One ball.
Bases
No
empty,
strike.
one away. Last half of inning number 5. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. On the ground to third. Zips it across.
Out.
Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Now at the plate, Jonathan Clase. Walked his first time. And the Padres manager.
Now pitching for San Diego, number 55, Chris Martin.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bare hand grab. See. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And now here is Andres Jimenez. In the dirt. To second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr. has grounded out a couple of times. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Here's Machado with a swing. That one well hit. Deep left field. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
And the batter now, Brendan Donovan. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Strike 1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
To Jimenez. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. Next is the designated hitter, Ha-Sung Kim. 1 for 2. And that's down and away. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Guerrero hauls it in to end the inning. So they get back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 6th inning. Now, Andres Jimenez. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one finds the corner. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Nathan Lucas. That one ripped right center field. And it hits the fence. Throws to second. And he's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And there's the strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The other way. Donovan makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Nance.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Cronenworth stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. ground ball left side, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
One down, base is empty. Out to short, Bichette. Fires across the diamond. Gets the catcher by a step. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that. Two down, nobody on. Here the top half of inning number 7. And a ground ball to first. He takes it on his own. Padres go down 1-2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
For Toronto, shortstop.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Martin, the tall righty, he features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, and he works in a slider. That one out to right, Tatis. And there's one down. So digging in, Ernie Clement. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Arise makes the play, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Will Wagner. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt. The Padres leading by 4 here, the bottom of the 7th. Falling behind 2-1. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Swanson. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Eric Swanson.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So man aboard, Luis Arias. The next up for the Padres. Breaking ball, and that got him.
I think he's getting hit whether he tries to get out of the way or not. That just seemed to be tracking him out of the pitcher's hand.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Chad Green appears to be getting loose. Next offering is fouled back. First and second here, no outs. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And that's outside. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. First and second, no outs. And we're in the top of the 8th. That one outside. And now 3-2. Tatis waits. And El Nino is stifled for the K. Here comes the manager.
Pitching for the
Chad
Blue Jays.
Green on the pitch out of the pen
Number
here.
57.
He's averaging more than one hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And Manny gets a piece. Grounded to third. Could be two. Now he launches a throw over his head.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Donovan, the next to hit, takes ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one is inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
The 1-0. And he swings through that one.
1-1.
Arise at third. Machado at first. 2 out of the inning. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there.
Now pitching for San Diego.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jeremiah Estrada.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Way out front for strike 2.
2-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Jonathan Clase next up for the Blue Jays. Right through there for a strike. The Padres leading by 5 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. And that one upstairs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one finds its way through. He saw a lot of pitches in that at-bat and found a way to win the battle.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at-bat, battling with 2 strikes. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And that's outside. 2-1. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out of the left center field. Throw into third, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so...
In the air, center field, Merrill. Makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's 5-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Just missed. Next pitch, not close, up high. There comes the
Now pitching for San Diego. Number 61.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Jackson.
On the corner for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Line drive and makes the play, and that's out number 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Burr.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Cronenworth leading things off and takes a strike. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Yariel Rodriguez preparing to come on if needed. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And Jake has entered the K zone.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile off. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Moreno at the plate now as he chases after that one.
No balls, 1 strike.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. In the air to left center. Clase on the move to the alley. Puts it away for the out. Jackson Merrill digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. No runs, no hits. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Ball inside. 1 and a pitch inside. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one drifts inside. Next offering is outside.
3-1.
Swing and a foul straight back. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and 1 gone.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Ernie Clement will hit next. That one not close. 1-0. And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
They're down to their final strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And it remains 2-2.
flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
1 strike away.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Padres take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound.
Bueno, chicos, mañana más que es viernes, así que podremos aquí estar un rato. Gracias por pasaros y nos vemos, chicos. Buenas noches.